and fighting. But una left the par, and the mammy let them walk. Pulling down syndrome, left the provoke. That lunge breach, that is so they want me. We don't know if they eat national cake. But I hear you say the ground dry. Opposition still they cry, say the pan no they try.
Yes.
The party picking grumble. Say the board no they fly, na cabal business they apply. Salon kind of trouble. Quarantine no get supply, how the people will comply. I hear you say we tax therefore go up. Fuel price, dollar price, self therefore go up. I hear you say that shit we don't go back. If we not take 10 black, how to get for go back? I hear you say salon get for better. Paupa, man still they eat better. I hear you say anti-corruption they woke up. Fit on me yourself, say self they woke up. I hear you say the pub we don't travel. Say it well body business, we no level.
Waiting at the egg so banatu. Listen at the egg boss with mama salona too. Wait till you think ba
Na true. One lie no day day.
Wait till you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no day day.
Tell me where you think ba
Na true. One lie no day day.
I say where you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no day day. I hear you say we country kinda cracky. We human rights shakes, civil society banky denky. I hear you say them police get package. When the money in I get that from belly cage. I hear you say we cut save the line now. All cow getting tag, everything getting price now. I hear you say na so and yampi now we police. Why politics and true forget my list. They are like I left him walk the long now. Free money they eat pen mount. Cause we was getting results are for sale now. Standards, everything, it don't well now. Who say them go lady lunge bridge? Who say we go better tribalism than they teach? Baby justice na cause poor man not able reach. I think unity and love na in we for preach.
Waiting at the egg so banatu. Listen at the egg boss with mama salona too. Wait till you think ba
Na true. One lie no day day.
Wait till you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no day day.
Tell me where you think ba
Na true. One lie no day day.
I say where you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no day day.
All my one chop, all my one chop, all my one chop, all my one chop. National cake, national cake. Small small, there we eat and small small. Not so close to the flop box, small small, there we eat and small small. Not so close to the flop box. Paupa, Solombo, una left for the cost dombolo. Paupa, Solombo, una left for the cost dombolo.
Waiting at the egg so banatu. Listen at the egg boss with mama salona too. Wait till you think ba
Na true. One lie no day day.
Wait till you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no day day.
Tell me where you think ba
Na true. One lie no day day.
I say where you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no day day.
I didn't say that free education rest. Some decade inside. I also say the president say this COVID-19 money they don't forgive account for them. I also say the parliament na so go to better. I say we former president in beaucoup osem Adebayo we get they forgive account for them. I say we say now you know making declaration
think ba. Not true? What true no day on a social lie. Today, na another day. Inside we had. As una know, every day we dey bring them to una, and every day we say they receive from una. Well, today we get things that we get for discuss inside the program when a serious thing them we get for do with we had. I remember say some of them here now more of business inside we had. But so far so good, we expect for link up with another channel today for get other things that we happen inside we had where una need for know.
Well, it don't already say, okay, like Bible it don't already say, we get plenty things them, but we get small disappointments today, because we not bite with bread very well. But yesterday we been tell you say today we go forget the papa of that late speaking when Khadija Sakor for let we discuss, you know, because remember say the court's been do order in arrest, all right? And then we been get this big thing we want for discuss today when about the audit service, yeah. So all of them things are so there for you inside the program today. So we don't know how they start because we join with somebody else na another channel for let we discuss one very important thing where I feel say you go want for know. You know, what thing you go really want for know about things the way they happen inside we yard. But talk and go, talk and come. We still get boku things them where we want for rub more pan inside quick one. But before that, before we go over and see what thing they happen, I want to ask you, Bible, the issue of audit service, you know, and the auditing. Not today we be done the year. Plenty rumors say they don't begin suppress the audit service. They want for sack the auditor general because of it don't expose this administration. All of this. So, person they ask just now, what do you expect if they stop the auditor or the audit service for go into the NACOVERC for go audit them concerning the $80 where me and you don't pay for go in and out of we yard? You surprised that it will reach to this point?
Actually, to me, I'm not so surprised because if you remember one time back, Nayame you don't see them where a major one talk say this money where they collect na airport, we will not even know the account where this money they go in a bonus for them people who have them pocket money. So like I think not today, me not to surprise, but I think maybe for other people it will be surprised. But to me and you, it not will be surprised. And then we know we had people will not forgive me the drama they mature every day. God.
Here we are. Yes.
Then people they don't begin this thing not to today, you don't talk am. And then for the audit service, don't even get for surprise. From the day where the Auditor General pull a statement against them people, in fact not against them because now you work you do.
It used for do.
Yeah. But they feel say waiting the auditor do it they against them. From then they begin to count threatening remarks them behind the door. Which some of you know they talk to so today, we not be get chance or we not be fortunate for Yeri, then get remarks about me and my brother Naya, most of the things they know they hide to we. The only thing we can wait for the confirmed source and evidence for bring them to una. So if something like this come up for say they stop the auditor team for audits them for this money, whether they take and put in a special account so me and you don't know whose account this where this money they go inside airports. I wonder how they go. But then a small money, we just want to make una know because the people go on the go, not to the hand they have to it.
How much they pay? The last time how much you pay? 800,000. 800,000 leons.
That we call it in leons.
Nine. $80. For we dey come more inside we yard for go Ghana, we pay $80. We come out back with the return 80. Here we are. But all of that money they right now, the pa say they're not for audits. So who side don't go? Because they say now one treasury account. Who side this money don't go? Anyway.
But now this one treasury account don't cause problem now. I know that the style and the way the pa bring for make it able to all the money they can say. So we want take now get away for take waiting once and move so we move.
And nobody no go ask am, papi waiting the happen.
No. Now spend no check.
Because all thing they na hand.
No. Spend no check.
So
no check.
One treasury account, it's like was in a pocket money. So the party fits in pocket money.
No, mami coca for the pa. You feel say for waiting everybody take this money na airport. Na mami coca for the pa.
Because it just don't feel like it was in a private
mami
property.
Coca for caretaker because the more they call them people at the pa the mami na so then they feel so superior like they don't get for grandparent again.
Well, normally some part okay, la no make some other people invest.
Caretaker, not to pa.
You right, brother.
Papa not they behave so na
caretaker. You right. Anyway, let we not to labor on that day. Why like wait, the thing where they happen so right now, like they are not too.
Now me ask or the people in the comments.
You sometimes they feel say like na film now they watch.
Hey, this na season film no get for quick me brother.
Yeah, na that we had season film back.
If I know.
Anyway. Let we look at this thing quick one and let we know waiting they happen. Let's just take this quick one. Let's go inside this community of New England. Let's see waiting they happen. They come back just now.
New England Villa, they mean the chairman for the New England Villa Community Development Organization. Well, Watana one problem will be facing during the dry season, so that make we believe so we call upon AYV for tell government say please let them pay attention for we in New England Villa community as we suffer for water business and water business strong now. We will not get market, we will not get community center, we will not even get hospital in this community. But they get a lot of challenge we will be facing in our community. But turn out of back with the money, we serious one in this community. We will not get health center, we will not get community center, we will not get market. And until they will the money in our community. Well, for the council on 436 when I'm double. In the camp here, they try, but for the honorable, they call Mr. Benji, never meet each other. Never meet each other. But when they plead and call them, say, like, can a new level community in a modern hour to say, people, they will need them. Let just call it ask for next do, when the organization will develop the community, they can talk to that. We say, we will formulate that, we will development comments in the community. And when they call up our government, say, during the rain season, what are the waste? No offense, how for can various water side them, how for can build small reservoir and so that during the dry season, we go for use them at them, they will go store during the rain. And that's what they call upon government.
Well, I mean, Esther Conte, I did a New England Ville community, Modena. As you see the water, some people in Boku. Dry season, we suffer. We really stand for water. We should not bless this man when I the chairman, when I'm at Chibangali. 90 maps. When they manage this water side, most of we will not for now we did electricity. But if they manage the water, for now we get pure water, and now we need medicine for let them clean that water. We need the government intervene. Don't they talk directly to we honorable who gets now here. Let himself come, let you can see this water. Let them able put food. Well, the challenge then Chumo Demboku. Number one. We need for make them come for can empower with the woman then for this water side in general. Okay, me Anua in person, Don, Anua as a brother. But the number two, in all carrots at the area for make it come no waiting at the constraint of the area. A stand message to us say for make it come immediately let it come no waiting for do na the community for the water side in general. Because one, this community will not get hospital here. We will not get health center. And if you come, we will go fair land for the health center. At least, not to everything for go to Azak. Not to all to picking sick and you won't go to Azak. When picking sick and you won't go to Azak. No, no, we safe, be we safe now. This now one consistency this. Lo we say be we safe. Lo we get hospital na ya. Don the water let them improve and for we. Let them self can see what a waiting lack na this community. What they for do for we. At the same message to the government. So we need health center. Though we want to let them help we for the water. Na we don't cry na ya. Don't. If it let the security, then they can because the boys them too lawless in this area. We need securities. Then let them they come in. Let them not put that familiarity inside because familiarity na in the Puel program, na in the Puel country. So we they send directly to the government. Let them hear me and let them listen to it. They tell them for tomorrow let everything go be okay for we na ya. But no facility they come for the country where they meet with. They say mosquito net jump with. So we don't know how we done at this community in general. So we the big papa government let them come to we rescue. Let them rescue there.
Well, now this they happen. Now this community. These are some of the challenges that people are they facing. You know, we always they talk this. The politicians that will get inside we had me people now empty-headed fools them we get now we had. They can only make like they get sense the time where they need power. But if you're not a politician we get sense, that person will give power, you get for value. That person will give power, you get for take them serious. That person will give power, you always for they close to them because you get to come back to this person tomorrow for voting in. Now, the challenges that people are facing, no water, no good road, no health center. But time for election, these people get the tendency of going any corner of Uyada for go campaign, big fool people them, take their own fool. Go install them on people. But again, we always blame people. Make God make them get sense. Because we had politicians, them honestly, the only sense where they get now for squander money, they don't get sense how for manage their political career. When the time near, they come full with people. So we just they talk to with people and make themselves wise up enough this time around for no waiting and waiting than they do. These people. Okay, my brother, see one kind inside.
The common thing, we go reach now every corner of the country, even if na that bad village now waiting.
Na politics campaign.
Ballot box go fast na Kubola. It go na Bonds, it jump go na the island. It go na Rikit. It go any side way very bad. They not ever see say the road bad. All this na village ballot box reach na every corner of Riyadh. But development na pick and choose.
Well, this always when they talk, na prayer and still continue for talk and educate with people we vow for. Because if we people not try for kapu sense, they always the kapu word inside we yard. We always they remain the same. So we they preach and pray for we people inside we are make them kapu sense this time around. We had the politician them be it APC, SLPP, C4C, NGC, they're all the fool we when they want power. So we get for no other way they choose because we get people in our community that where we touch power that they do for we the things them where we want, even not all. So you think say maybe if them people that have time for power come, we manage to push them. Anybody who can be to say we don't want them. This person they manage with community, we're not to time for politics now in want. If we push them before, then they can't deliver for we. But then stranger we can just come and talk to we come with them big full sense them. Because not to better sense than get them, just get sense for them talk to we.
Can come out.
I tell you, they don't even know we constrains them.
No, but they know. Then I oversee them come out. Then sabi pass we.
This oversee issue where they put we inside. If we not left for the admire pass smack back by this oversee issue, if somebody come on, so country, I can't stand for honorable because it don't count one or two things they can be full people If we not stop them here, me people, we they remain for suffer. We they remain for suffer. And the level of sufferness now we at, it is by level. The way how many they suffer, not the other man is suffer. So tell me sufferness, I will say better. If you see other person you now wahala. So we when they suffer, we really get for open, we aid them. If not that, dream left, dog dream left na belle.
Okay, so waiting I want follow we do quick. This how we call them Khadija Sako and Papa, they right now on the then don't start right now. So let me just join them quick and then we will come back and we can continue with waiting we the try for do. How about that?
Well, all this we did do for we viewers them, we listeners them, we subscribers them, people where they with you now we don't want anything miss una because Khadija in case na big case where we don't begin inform una and then if we reach this peak we need to make una know we una na everyday business but this one we don't want to make it personal so una stay tuned with them first until we join una back later.
Okay, so we come back just to let we see an update line. Okay.
We all know where this case happened. Everybody will get different thing where they talk about. Oh, now this happened. We don't kill and they take the picking body. Then begin to try for cover up the past where the picking don't already died. So me own case don't close that side. Now, we say me own case they that the justice system, the way the justice system they work is wrong. And the judge then gets so much power now ultimate power now the court system nobody no get right now then get right for do anything although the law their own job now for interpret the law and then the law then they wouldn't divide it now wouldn't they follow but they know they follow the law because they already don't build a cabal where one you are not ever believe na me life say a murder case now this country do not get a typist where they type and record information. Now the judge no more they write what's in one right. There is no record after they don't do them the hearing everything. The judge now no more they take notes. Nobody else know they take notes of that trial. They are not ever believe in me life. Say now a country say when they do that. Even way back in those days, they get typists in a salon. But this judiciary system na salon, they condemn down there. They don't want na court. Let typists in at the court. So now then they talk, then they do what they want to do, and the action and behavior what they see from na the court system. If anybody asks me, say, Mr. Sako, you know, may the Lord forbid it. It's just a scenario which it will never happen. Say, Mr. Sako, you allow you, I give you money, don't repeat people, but I don't allow you to court. I don't advise somebody that do that, but you if you want dignity, go ahead and do that. It's better than you take a case go to court. Unless they change the court system and with picking them, wake up and small picking them. The judicial system forgets a limit, do not forget a bias based on political, on a tribal, on whatever money, they can forget a limit where camp and picking court business.
So, Mr. Sako, let's go to the basics. Where this case begin, then take witnesses and talk to people, then arrest some people, then even the pathologist, the government hospital, he give own ruling or give your own evidence where you find out whether they say the pikin and strangulate them, and then say they also get some bruises where it's like they rape them and also they kill them. We not to it, but then they all been inside the pathologist in first report. So from that time to now, what you don't stall this investigation of this matter?
Until you don't explain it now, you understand, because you know, say right now they don't charge me, they say contempt of court. They don't know say me an activist and
Now
you
America,
understand?
also they also then they discuss case they wouldn't in a court over and over. So I think
Hold on, I explain. Of course, panelists
yeah.
then, you know, after court. All right. What they explain to you now? What me they say is,
yeah,
you know, the doctor is an expert. You understand? The only way where you go argue in an expert, you for be an expert. You understand?
Yeah.
And the man now small picking them, and then now small picking, and now two people in life they in jeopardy. You understand? The man explained to we even the most most stupid person at the court was the legal lawyer. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We as a audience that will sit down, you understand? We may not a lawyer, you understand, are able to understand the explanation of the doctor, because the doctor is the key witness of the case.
Yeah.
Me no ever know say nobody no go ever think in lifetime say they go rape you picking and then they go kill her. That's the last result. Maybe if you say me picking die of neglect or abuse or then Chinese medicine the way they give or something, not to rape, not to murder. Nobody no ever think about that. So the key witness will don't go talk in case. You understand? You don't go talk the case, and all people the way, all my give different story them. But what I read from the lawyer, from the doctor, and arrest me case. And then, which I not get mind, I read from the Pekin Eon sister as a key witness testify. Oh, that didn't just throw me off. You understand it? That's just throw me off. The case, I'm done with this case. I'm an advocate. And whatever the system, the judiciary system, I hope say they will listen to me. Then go change the system and then go put a limit. Say, but this not shameful thing. Lord, do corruption per ultimate picking case, rape, murder case. Do law get a limit per tribe, per politics? Lord put a limit per I hope, Marabio go enforce them, Lord, and they better one. Then limits the per picking, and then they record the court session. We come and picking case, let them record their murder case, then they record them. They get people and they because this judge, then feel say they're not a mortal man, then feel say they're I don't know, na God, then na God. You understand it? Then they do anything where they want to do. Then they go above the law, then they go above the case, who say not involve the case, then they enter there. It's wrong. It's completely wrong.
So now let's go to another step. When Khadija died, they put in body. Say I think past we go January or February before they allow you later go bury. So the essence for keep that body all lengthened and for they able get all the evidence what they need for make this case let them try and conclude them quick. So that lady, that small team body laid on for months or close to a year. The one says still the evidence that they're not able to get some for that body as far as you understand.
No, I mean I feel saying I forget and forget. To be honest with you,
I don't understand. Once he died, they say they rape her and kill her. The police and they say they forget.
I feel say so. Tell them forget the body because what you don't go keep. If you see the thing where it kind of piss me off, especially during advocacy group, they will get then different organization. If you don't get body, say one salon. You understand? We get a lot of people that raise money, they make this, then get this, that. If we don't know, say we want keep the body for further investigation for allow. There is only one specialist who get in a salon, one pathologist, only one government specialist will get. That government specialist, they don't do a own finding. You understand? It's saying that this kill this pick here. If the defense team they not believe that then your responsibility for provide immediately, then gets the your experts for can do not a body where they don't go keep body 1 month, 2 months. We're not able to keep body in our country for 1 week. I know we'll say almost 9 months. Which don't make no sense. But because if this advocacy group where they don't begin this case here, then grab again, they ask them question, and you understand, say, well, listen, they keep don't all this body have what you not hold for. If we don't send this body forensic lab society, we not tell we go raise money, don't send the body. But then just left the body there. So me say they go with the intention, say, so then I forget body. Because no need no day for talk for keep the body. Even I talked to the president, the president even tell me, he said, no need, why they keep the body? They don't already do test by the picking. They don't already do the finding. Why they for all the body? So I mean, if he says something, I forget and forget.
So where
But
this
who
case
know
been
the
begin?
request whether they give you the body? They say they don't give you the body. You know the case they on. But don't need nothing for keep picking.
Where this case been begin, a lot of women's rights and human rights organizations, let me there with you. Then the protest, Justice for Khadija, I'm sure you see even the reporter have been do, where people have been protest. Even the office of the First Lady at some point, the First Lady talk say, go make sure say Khadija and issue Justice Day and all that. So all that and they always don't talk, all out talk they 1 year down the line almost, no justice for Khadija. You feel disappointed?
You know, it's like, you know, you can't say, to be honest with you, not all man he will take the hit for other person picking. You understand? Because one thing na Salo, what is Salo man afraid? Na contempt of court. You understand? Most of these advocates here in the do, you understand? Some people in the do for good intent, some people in the do for money, for make money. You understand? But one thing where person no go, where people in the afraid na Salo, na contempt of court charges. You understand? And where revolution begin in the United States, you understand? I think that way in the beginning, because of the first state this. You understand? It take a bunch of man, they all gone, they fight for freedom. You understand? So now time like Salon, you understand, we compound they rape business there. So if me don't become the forefront way and not care whether they go jail me or not, I believe say the judiciary system is wrong. You understand? And I'm not gonna blame them all, but most of these judges they are tainted. You understand? And they therefore change the system, the way how the court system. So there are people and they're where they're advocacy group and they, you know, where they're afraid for keep the fight because they meet them and say, hey, the case in a court, you know, we don't want to say anything, now crime, this, that, you know, because they judge them, they get so much power that where the people that afraid them say, listen, they charge you with contempt too. If you say anything, they charge you. So the journalists, them, the people, the activists, they're afraid. Now most of them are coward. That's what me go say. Because if you get mind, you understand? What you believe in, you know, say it wrong, you get for stand against them. Sometimes there is a price that you get for pay. You understand it? So me know if you have that price they will get for pay, but I know say if I make changes, at least where if not only picking safe, I make another picking gets a fair justice from what I don't say. You understand it? I'm very, very happy. Let pay for the price, let picking get justice. We're not to me on picking safe.
So now, look, you get an issue with this judge. I think you don't say a lot of posts them where you feel say, the judge they intimidate you in a court. They say some things and the way they make you for like belittle you. They vex by you pass mark. They who use all empowers the way not supposed for against you according to you and you posted them. What if you say the problem where you get with this judge personally? When I get any personal issue on a this case, and what if it's an they make that judge they respond that kind of way? In your view,
you know, and you see, in it's like you know the way the judiciary system set up, it's like a cabal. You know, these people are untouchable. You understand? The sky is the limit for them. You understand? For see ordinary Sierra Leonean where it fights for justice for in Pekin and not in Pekin no more for all the Pekin in this country. You know, and it fights the justice system. It fights the police department. It fights all the departments. Them, you understand? For that, bring justice and bring whatever the eating they get on light. And if you say, you know, some judge then they not all judge go like you. You understand? And me no one let judge like me. You understand? I want let parents then like me because I dey stand for them because the only picking when me gets na salon. You understand? I don't put on a salon. It didn't I don't get no picking day. You understand? I can see I just set me much. I don't pull me picking. Let me other picking. I don't get clarity how they kill them. I can able see I set me much. No, I know they do because me an activist and I believe say the system need for change. They need for change the system for let them people there they get real justice. The judge, you know, I don't know what's in the judge they act like somebody where they don't hypnotize. You know, if you can understand what they say, like somebody where they don't confuse, you know, because I don't be a jury before, I never see any judge in my life they act the way how the judge they act. You understand? Most of the my Facebook page, not to me wondering gets a family that don't open Facebook page so long that many people now before they think about Facebook na salon, me don't get Facebook page years ago. The Facebook page, now me picking and they get access to RAM. Other people they get access to RAM, you understand it? And people that don't jailbreak me Facebook page so many times. You understand? They make some time and they go see posting, then I go there, I open, I delete from posting, then they you understand? But no, that not make me coward. You understand? But this Facebook page, not to me one great get me and me entire picking that they get the Facebook page. Now they get access to them, like what I can go in a store, I buy phone for them, then the Facebook page and my Google account I can log in. So they because we can do a lot of business on phone, and they will can send Africa for sale or go for check out, sometimes log in the Facebook page and then I go inside, it's mine at the end of the day, not my responsibility because I'm me getter. You understand it? But the judging behavior is just absurd. It's crazy.
So family, you where they watch we live, we get Mr. Congolese Sako, we na Khadija Sako in Papa live. Because they try to explain the state of the case. Remember, say Khadija, another 5-year-old girl picking, where they raped 2020 allegedly and then killed Nafriton. And since that time, that case is on the forever. So another case they will try to discuss more, and we don't report on them and we follow up on them. And the program they live on Female in Sierra Leone website and Facebook page. We had TV where they broadcast live from Europe and America. Some channel them in New York, Mountain Waves blog, and other channel them also on my own Facebook page and different other channel them live. You can ask a question, type your comment or question, we'll go put them to Mr. Congolese Sako, and you can also add your comments on this matter. But now moving on, even this issue of contempt of court, me do media law for me graduate studies in America. Contempt of court, nothing where journalists and they report or people already talk where they spoil the case. But if person they talk about the things that will happen to implicate and not feel saying they treat them well, I not see I'm saying a contempt of court. Well, me not a lawyer, but I do media law, like I say, now my master's program, like university in America. So I know what they talk about. And even I make in America, I know they read too much and they talk about contempt of court too much. And they go, journalists and they report on the case, people and they talk about the case as they go on. From there, O.J. Simpson, then Tem, so all the major case then. Even our killing case, waited now, we don't know it is about say he play with speaking and then kind of thing. So I just want to give some small issue on that. But moving on, Mr. Sako, this issue of contempt, where they say the judge will almost one issue a warrant of arrest for you. Say you call him a nasty judge, you tell him some word them, then you also talk some bad thing against the judiciary in a salon. He said that maybe make him me want well, some people are saying I arrest, some they say I invite you, say they invite you. But somebody also tell me say, he said then say you at some point whether they want you for go explain, you know, be available or something like that. So now based on interest in they make them say then the issue say they want to see you. So I don't know what you would like for say regarding this.
You see, one thing, as a judge, you are a professional and your job now for interpret the law. You understand? And you forget an experience with human psychology. You understand, eh?
Yeah.
To become a judge, it's a very, very big exam. It's a very broad term. You understand? Nobody know they grab no more say, you can't put you for a job. I don't know how then they vet the people then for let them become judge. You understand? Eh? We here most of the time they judge them, so then mostly they can be state prosecutor them before, and then they become a judge, and then they become a justice. And so then they climb up or maybe sometimes they practice, criminal law, and then they get connection. Then somebody put them as a magistrate court judge, and then they make them, high court judge. I don't know if not that way they process the work. You understand? But you, as a judge, you understand, man, we two picking them, a victim, and then the other picking die. You understand? If you notice any unusual behavior, you understand, come on, man. There is a lot of recommendation where they recommend not to warrant of arrest for the person. There is a lot of recommendation. Person don't lose. And not that you issue warrants. Before you issue warrants of arrest, you curse me. Now publicly, you understand, you curse me. You not in other way, not talk about me. You tell me, say me na coward, this, that, me don't run away. Now they take me file, they put on a police station, put on a airport, put on a everywhere for let them hold me like a fugitive. You understand? For do that one day. I don't know which kind of human being that judge they be. I don't know. You understand? For anybody for they behave their way. Yeah, I hope the Chief Justice go listen to this. You understand? Somebody, judge where he don't give somebody 3 days imprisonment where they found the person guilty of rape. He only give 3 days. The sensitivity of this case here, you go take that case there, you give this kind judge. You understand? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's in the conspiracy. Just like where I know they assume stuff, like the judge they assume say me bribe journalists, but let the journalists, write about me good. Come on, man. Me bribe journalists. You as a judge, why are you assuming stuff? That means you assume evidence. You cannot assume stuff. Now, fact you the work with. You understand? So tell me, what is the mental status of the judge? You assume, say, me go bribe somebody. You understand? So you cannot go with allegation. You go with fact as a judge. You're not a lawyer, or you're not a judge. You now the law, you the coach to the people, they teach the people and the law. It's just saddening. It's just saddening. When me go pay journalists for, they go to write good about me. That's a shame. I want justice for Khadija, now justice for all the Pekin and Sierra Leone. And if Khadija not getting justice, we will begin to see statistics, rape the candle. Now because people are afraid for go report people. They go say, look, Khadija and Papa, he gets small money, he go able to do anything. Now American citizen, Khadija and dual citizen, look in case they have both case. No. But this judge get in intention. You go, you don't cause, you don't take action there, you go say, and they grant them people their bail because he vex. And I don't think that's so.
So now the thing is what I ask, because they said 200 million leons bail bond. Now them put for them release, then 2 people anyway are the suspect. And inside you post, you talk say it's like 200 million leons, like equivalent for somebody in life when a 5-year-old. According to you, you just say, in fact, he put them jokingly say like 20 million leon for 1 year, something like that. So how you feel
the fact is, if they give bail, sometimes I don't know how bail usually can run say they put 10% down. You understand? They go tell you say they give you 100 million, maybe not 10%. Then they ask you for put down. So how much not 10%? What's that like? About 20 million for 2 people then. And it's not. No, say not to the, because that's the right of the judge. You understand? The judge get rights for give bail. But this they show clear, say the judge used in anger. You understand? And you cannot put your professionalism and take your anger, you put them as a judge. You cannot do that. That's wrong. You're a professional. You understand? Whatever you vex, your anger is different from your decision way they make with the judiciary. And you know the sensitivity of this case. If you go give bail to somebody, you get to know whether not flight risk, whether it's safe for the victims, them, if they release them, how the community go react, how people are going. Not look into all that. You just vex, say if the Pukin Papa they go rampage. Of course, everybody knows say the justice system is broken. Me don't get somebody, I don't go bail in a court. I go turn the person in, then put on the arrest her. Even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the person call me, say, don't left me. Now I say, how you manage? They say, I say, na so, na waka. Then they left me. The judge make them left me. So, I'm willing to challenge. I'm willing for challenge the justice system. Not so they're all bad, but the bad one, then they make the good one, they look bad.
Okay, so Mr. Sako, 2 cases. So I'll let you clarify for you. One rape, the second murder, alleged rape and alleged murder. But then 2 things there. Which one way right now in the investigation at the court? Is it the murder? Is it the rape? Or is it
no? Not the murder charge, but the murder charge, Salon case. For proof Salon case beyond reasonable doubt, our technology, reach that side of it. You understand, eh? So the only one fact we get now from the doctor. The doctor is the key witness of the case. You understand? The rape case, it go enter there because they try to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt. They go bring that issue, they come up, say, you understand that this scenario.
In fact, if Mr. Sako, that doctor we talk about self, I just something just don't remind me, Doctor who is Chroma, and just don't suspend her recently. So I just imagine now that I don't suspend him as a pathologist now at government hospital, if you go still get the rights for come again and can't testify. That they just kind of in mind because then suspend her like 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah, carry on.
That they personal issue that they then get with the ministry, that we don't get anything for those that. You understand, eh? Yeah. So, but the most important thing where they dwell on, you understand, the justice system na Salon then get for reform You understand how the court system they behave. You understand how they not get any typist for record information. If a jury want ask, oh, this question wanna be asked that person they tried during the case, they wanna go bring that file there for we by law go through and by law see. They're not available. They because nobody know the way they take information during the trial. So tell me.
You mean all that happen at court? Nobody know the way they take.
Nobody know the record, and the judge they only write what you want right. And the judge nobody writes what you want right. They don't get typist in the court. If not around what in that judge they be they say. You judge they per murder case. You they talk about politician are stealing money, politician and they thief money, then they go overseas, where they come back, then they send the money in our offshore account, where they come back, they rich. You understand? Then a millionaire them. This, that, then don't they work in this country for how many years? They don't get nothing. You are on the murder trial. Is that necessary?
What's that nigga for do with the case?
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable, honestly.
You know what's that nigga for do with the case? Talking about politician. There's somebody they say, oh, this pikin and papa, if papa not be they take care of the pikin self. Then the judge, that's allegation that the person put against me. You gonna turn to the jury. But look, the man where they jump himself, he not going to take care of him, picking. Well, who does that, my brother?
Interesting. Mr. Sako, this case don't they go on family like I say, would they live with Mr. Abubakar Kongole Sako when the papa for the late Khadija Sako where they be raped and killed and freed last year, and that matter still in a court. Would they ask them questions and would they live on Weird TV? Would they on Female in Africa and Mountain Waves blog and also me on Facebook page all over the world? They follow the program live. Now, another question don't come up in that, Mr. Sako. Sorry for asking you this, but some three people are not they ask and somebody just ask them through a message as well. Say from where this matter don't begin, don't ever hear the bikini mama, don't not ever talk to nobody from where this matter happen. Say this they come to 1 year now. They say no one day I not talk nothing. I don't know if you get any explanation on that.
This is very, very sad. You understand? According to different information, we don't know how accurate that is. But me, as long as I'm even there with that woman, there have been no say that woman, they not to born that picking, but they are different rumor on the way they say the woman ain't born the picking, but there's no way we'll be able to prove them. Pass if the woman willing for take DNA for prove that born that body, you understand? But we don't know that. We don't know the fact on that. But the rumor they go say that the lady name born that body we do this advocacy. You understand? Yes. So, but we don't know the truth. The only thing we know is I know say that the lady where they all na ion picking with the bobo. I know that. So by all this they happen, you tell your family they let them not camp and the picking bearing, they not show up. You understand? And nobody don't know we know about Khadija and bearing, and we put their own name there, the picking family, the name then at the obituary, and the announcer over and over on a radio station them. You understand? So they don't even know who side and bury the picking, and it don't be almost they go to 1 year now. Your other girl picking the day when yourself not victim, and then they don't go testify. You understand? Don't talk what you get for talk, and that picking in Africa, there pen way for let you send your spouse or send somebody that they can't check on the picking. All that facts there. So we don't know what's in the gun. So it's just it's just baffled. Completely baffled.
Is this normal? Because for me as a parent, unless something happens to somebody,
I don't ever see this. I don't ever see picking only down for almost 9 months. Don't know better. Where picking normally will take the woman in belly 9 months. You understand? And you picking body only down at this heart for 9 months. We don't die with them for don't better. We don't ever send family the day, and we announce them, and we do everything. Whether they bury Khadija, send obituary out, and for let you, because I personally talk to one family member who tell me say the family they wait for the mommy, they don't send message to the mommy for their camp and the burying, but the mommy don't respond to them. So then your family member told me that story there. So we really don't know what's in the gun, because die, that's one thing, you understand. Crime, that's another thing. When somebody don't die, usually we get for respect the dead. Put all grievance on the side. No, just respect the dead. Of course, me na papa way me handful. You understand? I go crazy when me pikin die, because nobody know they believe say pikin don't die. The pikin get all the opportunity in life. She's a dual US citizen. You understand? You can look, his sister don't come. The day will reach now. The next day, it was Sunday, Monday. I take her at the school. The school talk to the social service workers. Them they provide all the service the way they for provide for them. Then give me doctor them for let them go do physical. They do examination for them. Make sure they get all in short record. They for start school Monday. You know, we don't put say salon. We reach that far. Day. You understand? But with all this, you know, child protection law and all this stuff, I mean, if you say certain things that they be not improve small like that country, they, but oh my goodness, the justice system in just sit down in a way that's way. And officers have the government, the legislation, they even know what's in the go on at the court system when they pass the law there.
But now, Mr. Sako, President Biobin say you don't declare rape a national emergency in Salon, which means I even talk about say possibly rape big person say when they find guilty for go 15 years jail. Then the one where they rape small picking, I know they even talk about the death here too. If I go for a maximum, we go be like maybe times 2 that one day. And even the first lady of Sierra Leone gets hands off our girls campaign. We're one of our main flagship program where they say now for protect the rights of girls all over the country. So and all the institutions there, and this thing still there, Khadija still not get justice yet.
And I think say, you know, they kind of confuse two things. You understand? The legislation, when then at the parliament, the government, now they get that legislation, and then they get the judiciaries, which are a separate branch of government. You understand? Yes. That separate institution. Yeah. You understand? They're more than they anyhow they pass the law. You understand? And the provision for let them sustain their law and they then become effective. There in no day because there is no dignity in certain judges them for let them go carry out their law and they effectively. So what thing that they do is that they go by the old system. You understand? The old system where they go by, or you know, how presidents gonna say, then they are court, then they do Khadija investigation, the judge they do this, they do observe, they behave that way. There is no record. Nobody know they record nothing. Nobody know they type nothing. And the judge they write what you want write. You know go write by your misbehavior, they misbehavior. You know go write talk about our right time. You know go do the cost way, the cost this, that. You know they do you what in one right, 9 day right. You understand? And so the presidents no go know that. You understand? So I feel say therefore listen to me. You understand? Because one, what you mean they do, I do am completely out of me own heart. And not money I want, I don't want favor, I don't want nothing. You understand? I want justice, and I'm an activist. I don't declare myself as an activist. An activist, if you believe in what you believe in is wrong, you go for sometimes there is a price that you have to believe in. You understand? Because there is certain violation that you have to commit. You understand? For let people the real information. If maybe then I Salome brother, I swear to me, Mami, one day Sabia before be very, very happy. They go put me in a jail, then they go dig 6 feet hole, they bury me there, like who's me picking the right now.
Some people are saying I run away, and I make it come back to America quick.
Hey, but I go run away in 2 days. But we all know the covered law, we know the different law that we get for do you buy tickets. You understand? If you buy tickets from Salome, 2 days, I think not almost 50 million you go pay for the tickets. My brother, you buy tickets 2 days, you don't away 2 days. No, me picking me go through, me girl picking me go through this depression. Sometimes she lost out. Anytime we car around me, we get something. Hey, this is small for me. I go give Khadija. So I mean, notice some behavior to them. Say, you know, not normal, and it tell me once of them say, if they go come out, I think a store, if they go by, if they go na store, then one man call a like so he no agree, he run away, he run, then the man follow, I run now. So I say no, this is not normal. So there is no way. I've been for left. I think I've been for left the 18. You understand, But because of the tickets, we buy the tickets, you get for BAM certain time, like 2 weeks frame. So I get for change and then rebook in tickets. So I get for give like 2 weeks frame. So I go buy the tickets cheaper. You understand, So now that tickets there, if you don't buy the ticket, if anybody want proof of that, say maybe don't buy me tickets, I don't book for the PK cable, screenshot the ticket and send them. No, if you don't already book, and I'm not going to pull because the beginning in life staying here, then me go listen. So certain things, then which one more important? So I get for choose. You understand? Say this PKR, she's a witness, and there is no witness protection. After this speaking don't testify in a court, nobody no ever call me like a social worker or somebody say, oh, we are recently picking testify, we just check what time, the mental status, and make sure say everything good with time or is safe. Nobody no ever call me about that. So what I get for do is I just get for pull the picking for the safety.
I remember the time where he said the body lost, because at some point he said the body been lost. Where you go to the Ministry of Social Welfare, they said they're not even aware.
Nobody knows about say I gonna say I gonna the how they call about the state office, but I go they tell me say they give me they say the picking the body then I connect. I gonna connect say, you know, they don't get the body now, then we don't pull the body. So I been get for try for call certain family members then, so they tell me say, oh, they remember they take the body. I think they been take the body na Columbia Davis, and they will go to Columbia Davis. They say the body not there. Then they say I will not go na. They say the body go in at the warehouse na Eastern, because they want get one way in a town, but that is not in the actual way. So now that turn around they will be get. You understand? Eh? So that they been kind of shake me a little bit.
So you mean at some point I don't even know how the beginning body been there again?
Of course, the body been in a Columbia Davis. Now that way they will end up for can't find out.
Wow. So now this whole case don't take almost 1 year, like how they say. And me, like how they say, like when they say they give journalists the money, I just want to do a disclaimer, say we don't want to meet in person, one-on-one, and we they do this, somebody still happen, we don't report them all over. If you go, you type online, they see the stories they all don't do on this story, and we not one day exchange nothing. I just want to do that disclaimer. Like people like no, they don't say just no. Now they all they don't put say. But, yeah,
it's about to surprise them, Mr. Cabo, right? It's about to surprise them because what you do, most of them cases they happen to local people them, where they're not able to advocate, they're not able to talk, you understand, and then they go ahead and give small thing. Where we form a group where we call survivors them. It's not a group where we form all the free talk. People that where they don't rape them, picking them, where then they go through the justice system, the hard time where they want and they get. But then people that they don't able to talk because what you do, then they scared. You understand? They don't get nowhere for run. You understand? Eh? We get one lady there where in case they na court, where the lady go na court, then they tell her say in file, it don't lost in file. You understand? And they say they don't see in file. Then the lady come, it say, but they go and they say they don't see in file. They say, but let the lady go pay for photocopy, let them photocopy the file for her. Let the victim, them, the survivors, where the lady don't get nothing, poor lady, they say let the lady go photocopy, and where they kind of case they are, now a state case. Not me, if them, I be not go hire the best lawyer, one of the best lawyer for children, but the lawyer come, I pay the lawyer. Then go pan the case, he say a state case, but not even allow down the safe. You understand? Then tell the woman say in file no loss, and then when they come back and court the other time, then they say the defendant don't run away, no not here. They say the defendant don't run away. So the lawyer, I talked to the prosecutor. I said, what do you mean the defendant don't run away? I said, would I bail this defendant? He said that the court system give bail. He said he don't run away. Now, as I said, so would I go fend? He said that the responsibility of the plaintiff for go fend the any side see the defendant, let call no more, the police then go can't take her. What?
Wow.
You understand? So, me brother, right now, it's just like where Donald Trump say, if he take gun, he go to Fifth Avenue, he shoot anybody. Remember Donald Trump in court, the quote from Donald Trump, he said above case, huh? Yeah. If he shoots anybody dead in above case, then if you ban a salon, if you go to a police station or you go to law court, you rape picking the safe, then you come out na do. You understand, eh? And then you can't. You can't. They say, oh, we don't get you. Now, this speaker say, now you do and this. They just say, no, but not to me do and say, I go take lawyer. Once you get money, take lawyer and above case.
Wow.
Above case.
Fambul, then I'm Mr. Kogoli Sako, and we try to end this program now. Every month we get what we call the big issue, but today we talk about Khadija. But now, just know you talk about say you don't pull up on this case, and now as you don't say you don't be activist, and where you don't be activist, where some of we, men are human rights activists, human rights journalism. I don't do a lot of stuff on that different countries. Now, could they be in this case? Now, if you say they left this case out of frustration, like I say, frustrated for the justice system, you know, if they don't do injustice to the others, I don't begin to say, what's going to for rape today or tomorrow?
No. I say, yeah, me na activist. Where are the talk? I know the talk in the favor of the case. You understand? And they talk about injustice, not the justice system, not the country. You understand? Now, in advocacy, how rape victims them, don't know they get justice, fear justice. You understand? The only time we rape victims and they get justice, now where the defendants do not get money for take lawyer. But if you get money for take lawyer, that lawyer they able direct you how for worker now both case. You understand? So if I talk say I dey talk for me picking in case I don't be combined. You know?
Yeah, I get you. You dey like.
I say I dey talk just in favor of me picking in case I don't become bad. It happen 9 months, and we know say more and more people they rape them. And me now in this way I don't go through the process. You understand? And through the processes, now me now the only advocacy activist na salon we go able to talk about something. You understand? We're not afraid of prosecution. You understand? All the other activists then they afraid. You understand? They afraid other money picking. Would will go put me in a jail for other money picking. But yeah, on a left me back. Last set me much the case they on. You understand? So me I completely disengage myself from them people and they so me on activism they talk who's are supposed for talk and I know say there is a price where I get for pay because I want changes that happen in our country. So I plead to the president. I know say you get good intention, but the justice system then control the law they own at the past. The law they good, but the judiciary system, you know, they know they follow the rights procedure. And the rights procedure, they get for record them court setting process here. They get forget people the way they record them. So they go able to come back. If the jurors they want come back, say, you know, all right, that one witness one have been bring be say such word. So one back bring down the transcript back, no can go through you know available. Who say justice day, me brother? You know available. Who say justice today? Huh?
Problem.
You know, tell me, who said justice today? So it can't find the reality. If we live in a reality life, especially we camp and rape na saloon, you understand? If somebody go rape picking, if that person he get lawyer, he go take lawyer. If they come and say, listen, bruh, you know, forget about this law, this one, you know. I don't encourage anybody for do how. You get a dignity for do that, then you follow your case as a survivor. Because most of the survivors then are salon, they don't even get money outside they left them picking them for going to court. They don't get penny for say that they get small. I go left me picking, I go to court because we go to court now all day business. Outside they left you picking. You get for make living. You other picking the way they go school. You understand? You don't get no side for take you picking. So it's very, very challenging, me brother. All this, you know, rainbow collusion and all the other. They get for go back and reform and then think about the way how they form them, what's in the intent of the institution the way they develop for protect speaking them towards them perpetrator. Yeah, but what's in they do right now, the work.
Okay, two things may I like clear quick before they end the program. One, where the issue been come out, where Khadija died, then say you circulate one document say na FGM. I didn't put the picking up and bondo, then put all length and then I make it die. Then later then go say them for them motorbike and all that.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Where Khadija in case don't begin how many months now? Where if Sierra Leoneans, most Sierra Leoneans, if they've been concerned about rape, Khadija in case don't become like a symbol of rape in the country. If they've been going to court, when an open trial, if they've been going to sit down, then they listen. And if you say 9 months back, they will come back, they ask this same question. You understand? So we don't plead to people that say, listen, una can't listen. You understand? Una can't listen. When they go to court, the people that when they go to court, when they go sit on a court, time which when they don't for let them go out in the house back to no get transport. They can't beg me, hey, Mr. Sakwe, no go help for transport. You don't come to court only. We don't even get what I do or one go. You understand? I say humanitarian. I can take again. I say, all right, we don't have transport. You understand? It's so heartbreaking. After 9 months, people then they ask, feel safe. Then we don't do rape pan, if they don't do bondo pan, then they know before if I don't dinner the doctor, you find it. The doctor before don't put on and find it. So it's just heartbreaking where people are taking this case as a tribal issue, politicize them, You understand, which is wrong. A murder is a murder. We have to respect the dead. You understand? That's what they said in America. American man, you got then respect thy man. Anyhow, you don't owe bank, you owe money, you don't commit crime, but when you don't die, you don't do everything, they respect you dead. You understand? And because they don't say that's it for you. So it's just heart-rending, you know. Yeah, go ahead.
So waiting you want how you want let alone remember Khadija Sako, you late speaking. How you want let the country and the world remember her, but you don't depend this case.
First foremost, you know, before I close me talk, where Khadija died, then do a solidarity fund where they use Khadija in incidents and then use in name, then raise over 1 point something billion. But during the process, when they do the solidarity, then they suggest say let them put Khadija Solidarity Fund. You understand, for survival. You know, typical Salomon. You understand? What in they assume? Straight up, they say if we do that, if we collect the money, the papa go come after we. They look at they say the parents they go come after we. No, no do that. They don't no put Khadija in name. They go no use Khadija. Hey, bo, what's in the way bad past that? You understand? What's in the way bad past that?
So wait, Mr. Sako, wait, do I ask you this? You mean where goes salon say commodity? No, then women's rights organizations, maybe
not
raise
zero,
money,
nothing.
not
Anyone?
contact
No,
you
none.
for saying raise money in the beginning name.
None. The all what they raised 1 point something billion. The one way I know about. I go they say, listen, this speaking don't die. We need for advocates for let them release this body. What you want to do that they able to help? You know, that one and they not do for they say, you know, we don't shape the money, we give that the dance. I say, so we not shape on the pound. The posting in name on that use, we not even better it. You understand? We not even make a provision for her for love better with dignity. You understand? I say we not do that one day. None. When the case stay in a court, yeah, when case stay, you know, go talk about the case. You know, I say so if we not believe in the system, say the system work, why we not they in business? Because when I believe say the system, never could have formed an advocacy. Because when I believe say the system they against picking them. It's rubbish, me brother. Rubbish. So an office don't person don't ever use speaking in name. They don't ever use speaking in name, other person picking in name. Say they go use them because of this incident where it happened. Because what you do not value picking. No way not they. Because at least if they be non value picking, look that Megan Law, that pick when them in kill, when them in rape in America, Megan Law. You understand Then before don't take something, they attach onto the picking in name because before this picking in death, it creates a lot of awareness. You understand? Salon people then grab and they change law and then they make the government, then put children and women affair. It speed a lot of process them, the courts where they bill. You understand? Where they make for rape victims them. So during Khadija in death, it creates a lot of awareness to the country. For let's see, you know, advocacy group them, then they grab him up, say, if we put Khadija in name, the parents then go come after we pay money. My brother, what's in the way value when you see name like you pick name day? What's in the way value past that? You pick away on that, you see name past something. It's very, very heartbreaking. How would they think?
Honestly.
But the president and the first lady, the funeral, you know, they contribute, they play a great role. I don't know if you watched the funeral, it was so surprising, and the way how once the funeral, 90% of the crowd now young girl picking them, young picking them. Now then the people then do their own organization, their own program where I mean not even know I go to schools them, invite so many school them, you know, I do me self, not anybody me self, grab do organization, do planning, everything, prints over 2,000 of t-shirts, spend over 150 million. You understand print out so many t-shirts, cap, give people them, and now young people and they camp and that burying the young people that just the way how I want them, I plan. Now young picking them. Because this country, they go, they're only good in reading legislation. They go team up na TV or they do Facebook, they read all them program, they speak all the English them, but at the end of the day, they are short. They do nothing. Fuck all they do. Because look, what thing don't happen. So the judge use in anger for give people that to bail. I feel say now the rights of every institution for condemn that judge, they will not say the judge get rights for give bail, but the judge use in anger for let give bail to the people because he not like me. And not to me for like Now the picking on that.
So, Mr. Sako, okay.
I
We're
don't talk
trying
about
for
Pariwaka again foot. Kadija ending a grown. So don't we start the anger against me on that. No, you can't do that as a professional.
so now as we talk, so what's the status of this case? Finally, before they tell Pambule my last one. What are the status of the case now? So it's still hang on, so they don't give the
No,
people
the
them bail.
case, the
They don't
prosecutor
live.
don't rest in case. To be honest with you, it's just surprised when this judge go able to make this case done in 1 week or 3 days. Then he go give bail to them people there. He go able to run the case in 3 days. If the judge not even think say the safety of the people them, say if I left them one there, we don't know how the public will react. If I do this, he just grab no more because it vex for me. You know, check anything, just say, all right, I grant them people their bail. The prosecutor of them, you don't rest the case done. It up to the defense there now for let them pull their own evidence they will and get. The prosecutor don't pull all the evidence. And the case, you know, despite Khadija Nabi Piquet as an activist, the case is clear.
Yeah. So finally, waiting at your words for all the parents and everybody where they listen to you now inside this program today. We don't talk for the past one hour.
The parents then the only thing why they tell them we not look to God no more, but we they far way behind. You understand the way camp and justice and the way how they look we as a rape victims them, then they look we funny, especially we demand them where you the fetch for picking, then they look you funny, say, but you self so tell yourself they do the same thing, you know, but let we just keep fighting and stand for what we believe in. But for say justice there in we favor. I'm telling you guys, you know, they go pass any law, they go put say on them, sentence somebody for 15 years for this. Now with them people and they don't get money for get a lawyer, they don't get money for waka waka. But I'm telling you, rape case now buff case now saloon. You understand now buff case, completely buff case because the system not set up where it will protect we in no day, and it's shameless and you day by yourself. Once you don't go to court, you day on your own. You know they get no help. So if you're not able to afford for going to court, something can happen. If you're not able to go to court, the suspect then they get a bail. They say because you not show up. So it's sad for telling that as a father, as a victim, I don't go through the process. And they tell you with deep down in my heart what you are facing. Now they explain to you. So don't pray no more. Sometimes things then go be the judiciary system. They go and talk to them. Say Pekin wake up and Pekin rape of Pekin, murder of Pekin. Let them put a limit, but then they say there is no tribal, there is no political interest, there is no special interest. Let justice prevail on that. That's all I have to tell you guys.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kongoli Sako, for canceling the program, the big issue where they come to you once every month. After some time, we're going to bring you back for me to talk about the updates, the way they happen. But I want to
anytime. I'm an activist. Anytime. You know.
Keep the spirit. I don't say you know easy, but keep the spirit.
All them picking Papa.
All right, keep the spirits going and I'll keep on for the talk because we need for talk for let things change. Thank you to my colleague they all where we all day and bring this program to you. Aliyu Sise and Etlin Peacock, Emma Toure, we all are part of the production. We make sure to bring this program to you. Thank you to Female in Africa, Mountain Waves blog, We Are TV, and all the other one that I don't call. So we help for bring this program to you. The big issue going to come to you once every month. We'll look at one issue and discuss them thoroughly. And thank you to Mr. Kongoli Sako. We the late Khadija in Papa. Today we've been talking about Khadija in case from where they rape and kill him last year in a saloon. Up to now, the matter is still in a court and they just don't release on bail. The two people and weigh them behold as suspects. So till we meet Famble next time, like I said, thank you to all the production team, Aliyu Sise, Etlin Peacock, Mina Alpha Kamara, Adesi. Wanna thank you for listening live from East Coast, na America. So till other time they meet back. Wanna all thank you for listening and God bless you all. Lord keep for the talk when something bad happen because you not gonna know what I go be to tomorrow. Until then, tell wanna thank you for listening or for watching and God bless you all.
fighting, so backbiting. Waiting at the hearing, so say the opposition guys, them still they pan fighting. But una left the power, and the mommy let them walk. Pulling down syndrome, left the provoke. That lunge breach, that is so they want me. We don't know if they eat national cake. But I hear you say the ground dry. Opposition still they cry, say the pan no they try. Yes. The party picking grumble. Say the board no they fly, na cabal business they apply. Salon kind of trouble. Quarantine no get supply, how the people will comply. I hear you say we tax therefore go up. Fuel price, dollar price, self therefore go up. I hear you say that shit we don't go back. If we not take 10 black, how to get for go back? I hear you say salon get for better. Paupa, man still they eat better. I hear you say anti-corruption they woko. Fit on me yourself, say self they woko. I hear you say the pub we don't travel. Say well body business, we no level.
Waiting at the hearing, so banatu. Listen at the hearing, but it's mama salon too. Wait till you think ba,
Not true. One line no day day.
wait till you think ba.
Not lie. 1 2 2 no day day.
Tell me where you think ba.
Not true. One line no day day.
I say where you think ba.
Not lie. 1 2 2 no day day. I hear you say we country kinda cracky. We human rights shake civil society banky denky. I hear you say them police they get package. When the money in I get that from belly cage. I hear you say we cut save the line now. All cow getting tag, everything getting price now. I hear you say na so and yam.
What do you think, ba? Not true. Walala no dey. What do we think inside we yard? Now in this music they try for ask, what do you think and what do me because me I get waiting I think. Well, as we don't hear it, waiting the late Khadija in Papa don't can explain to we. I think say this now a nice interview where we all don't get this night or this evening or this morning, some other part of the world. You know, all waiting this man come and explain to we. Some of we be the doubt and some of we be the talk we own. Some of we been get others to read them who will be the right. But like Chambapia, this man really, he come and talk things that we concern the judiciary in our yard. He really exposed them. You know, if people need to pay attention to the explanation of Khadija, the late Khadija in Papa, we yard, now we don't know, say, even where the Jews them in a court, they just they go sit down for the name say Jews them in a court. For make we get a court, baby courts like that one day. We then did no more for do waiting and feel say it okay. Waiting that they do for make the court be standard. They know they do them. For say if evidence we don't talk something now we on court inside we had. When the time come now for can talk and back again. If the judge not able to remember, nobody know they we go able to remember that. Meaning, we not even get typists at the courts. We not get nobody where they take records. We just get people where they sit on the, where you get case, after the court grab, for go give them bribe, and spoil people in case, not in the sit on the for. The work where they're supposed to do, the right work where they're supposed to do, they're not able to do them. But I'm so happy we were able to get the clear light of this case today from the late Pekin in Papa. Well, we not go say it 100% right because na case within a court. I think in the complainant, the accused people and back then get their own story, but I think say we don't get from the daddy way na one pan the complainant them. Shembepia, what do you think?
Yes, you know, I feel disappointed with things the way I read today. Like, for example, say, activists them, you know, raise about 1 billion leons, you know, in the name of all of this campaign. But at the end of the day, they say they shape and give that they want for shape and give. So you see the game, eh? Most of the activists they are so we can come. Now, they can pray for letting things that they happen. So they go use them as projects for right, for let their own pockets and then pots then go well. So you see how we can end up. Now that make the all can feel by September rain. Most of the time, you can see they all come. They make cause a lot of noise. But at the end of the day, you see they all long go back now then shell. Who's one pande way the right now? Panda kind case day. The case then a court. Who's one pande the
Nobody. But if you come to that side, my brother, me and you be the talk one day picking. Remember, I tell you, say the amount of activists them what will be sabi back in the days. Right now, as we talk, they're not again on social media. Now some of them, then they come on social media, then they show their face like how me and you they show face so, then they pull audio in a corner for right project. But I tell you one they say, anybody will feel in a real fight in a fight for make we had go before, not hide your face. You know, we get to one word we can say, man die, man better. Certain telling day, if now me by boy and Shembepe then go beat, then go lock we had go before, no problem. God they pull with the back. If no more they not kill we they come out the back. But we did then at the book say we go suffer for make we had go before. But most of them we brothers and sisters they will get, you know, they're not they do their work here what we they do in the interest of we country. Then they do this work what we they do in the interest of them pockets and in the interest of them bank account. If civil society of all, we be talk labo, they let the most of them all don't end up on brown envelope and signing project to this government. They don't close their mouth them. You not go doubt of waiting the activists they are do towards the late Khadija in Taiwan.
Okay, I think say then things they also get for the continue, but I want for kindly apologize. This program we don't give for let them do this program here, so at least let we get idea of what thing they happen with regards this case here. So from the Papillon side, as we be don't come and talk about the court, within the court be said, but we want for big the issue of the audits. If we say we dey go inside right now, a very big issue on your own. We know the grab here till it don't pass 12 o'clock. So we want for big say let we carry forward them and carry them back for you on Monday, because we get plenty things them for talk about this audit reports, the pressure with this government, the pressure the auditor general and the audit service, and plenty other things them. You can't even know how the government wants for let the auditor, the audit service take their own small couple when they get can put them back inside this audit, sorry, the single treasury account. Because when they do that, they get for simply means say when audit wants money for do work for do their auditing, the government get for the waste time them until then settle before they give them money. So audit go get that kind of bad picture as if they're not the do work, but rather than the eat money. So all of them technically the government they put in place. But we will come in and discuss about them very, very well on Monday. Bible, what do you think?
Well, I think say now a very nice one. I just join you for talk to with people because if we sit here na for una this na auto don't take for serve una and waiting una want na we they do. We don't write them, put them up say na that way we they go the program, but you know something they can under something. So like what me brother don't say, I just join me people and for make because we know one can start this audit business. We just jump. No, we want to give una information. We forgive una to the details of that information. They so we know they misinform una. They give una the correct information. We una self if una never go explain to anybody, una know the mistake. So we dey plead to una, me una pardon we dey come with this program on Monday, so we will continue with other short things then because of we own time and una own time.
Okay, so if that be the case, you still continue short thing. Let's just take the issue of this transportation business, because this now one other one where we see say a very, very important right now, and we find out say people like today and any other time they really struggle with regards this transportation business. So it go really fine for let we just first of all see how people ki yagba forget transport. Some of you go don't see this, but if not, let me watch this one quick.
Jewel 5,000 from service car to Jewel 5,000. Imagine from service car to Jewel 5,000. Imagine this. It's what did happen in our country. The driver is confidence in no one knows. You see, people they force back when you enter, when you pay, you enter, you give the 5,000. When you not pay, give the 5,000, you don't enter. Jiwe. From service square to Jiwe, 5,000 in family. And I see
Well, my people, we dey talk of sufferness as we begin just now. We talk of sufferness. We New England, they suffer about water, no road, no hospital. Now, we still continue. They tell you about how we people they suffer. We all they suffer inside we had. Now this not transport. We people in the fete where inside I get somebody they injure himself. You get people in the finger pockets, finger bag because you get the bad boy them around. All in the name of suffer for transport. Now all them things here we they say the disappointment inside the manifesto where this government can give it is too much for women people them. And we get for talk and say if they not change, we will continue for talk and other government change, it can't they do them their way, then why they do, we go still do they talk them. Well, it not tap the when I remember say the former regime been called motoka the way people they use for transport, as we always say tell us say government and continuity. Before you can't take power, you can't begin to spend new fresh and things the way the other government we don't begin. I feel say if una believe on continuity, who said that government stop now they can't tap, they can't begin and move go before me people them. For come to waiting at the try for bring to now. The former regime be get boss them who already seen na line when na transport boss them. Well, when this government can take power, some of them boss here they meet them according to them say them broke down. But we know inside we had when motoka everywhere except not to inside we had no more. When motoka broke down, when a government property, before you can pull money for go buy new one, una can give it double price. We feel say una for order for them party put them motoka out there for the una pull in a street. Well, this government not do them. Now, una watch this picture. Make una see the motoka them where the former regime left. How they don't nyaka them inside we are. Either they can't pull the motor, they can't pull with screen, either they can't pull battery. I'm not a talk about una watch before me una they can't talk about and proper one.
You see the government vehicle can boss there. 57 all park, you know get engine, you know get tire. All the engine all 57 vehicle. 57 vehicle, you know get tire, you know get engine down to 2 Land Rover there with 2, 3 vehicle. Land Cruiser there, they do one behind there, they go sooner. 57 vehicle, all not get tire, not get engine. During college, that teacher called that during. Now the government boss and this, you see, all not get tire, you not get tire, you not get engine. You no get tire, you no get engine. Now watch. You no get tire, you no get engine. Government property, we tax pay money. We tax pay money. Now we write for you, find out for this money there. Would I they in charge? Let you know. Would I they in charge of people there? Let you know. Now pay tax pay money. We tax pay money. We tax pay money. 57 vehicle. Boss the government vehicle then. You no get tire, you no get engine. Do it. And the vehicle like this. You no get tire, you no get engine. Una see there. Una watch. You will see inside. You see? Una see there. They open the engine. Which the one they pull inside. They go sell that. una waje. The government vehicle. They join the past government be buy. Balugu kuma be buy. All the law park, no get engine, no get tire. So they not put grass there. And not see. One know who are they in charge for this group there. You wanna see? And the engine box, who's at the front of this show? Who's at the boss there? The front, who's at the engine in this show? 57 vehicle. You don't get tire, you don't get engine. So they don't put everything under. If it is government loss, where they suffer, not to really suffer with a citizen as salon. Some people they use the money, we suffer, and our tax pay money. Not to now put government and then they respond for million or suffer. Look there. See what? See? I want to more level I see. And the same as social media, that almost let go see how the Matuna salon where we tax pay money. Is that they can pack they put out under, they put everything, they put the engine. Read that for this, the engine they pull. They can pack inside. All not put the engine, just body now on the pack. You know see? One know who are they in charge for this people the property. Now government find out about this here. Hey man, not so for watch. They say the minister that they work. Minister of Transport, they say they work. When I watch the vehicle there, 57 vehicle. 57 vehicle. All no get, they don't get tire, they don't get engine. You see, if this government lawsuit, not to be where they go, will the people they suffer for the transport and country, will they take tax pay money, where will the money, where will they lose, will they take her, and they go buy a vehicle there. They say, buy more, they don't suffer. Can you imagine? You see, all no get engine, they don't put engine all inside. You don't say that. See, when I watch more, I did send on social media. That almost the whole see the president be here. And I say, someone they appointed in the ministry there, in the office there, they don't work for the inside of the country. They work for the inside of the pockets, and the inside them all. You see, you see, they put in engine inside. It's an American body. You see, also the engine body. Put everything under. Tire. You see. See? You have the road damage. Look there. See? 57 boss there. How many people there? Now see. We are 18. See that over there. Government vehicle there. They can't pack her. People they suffer in the country for going on the open place. They suffer for not get transport. With tax pay money. You see? I just video now as they send now on social media.
Well, the people are in that too. But like this particular topic, where we talk of them boss here, we they blame the present government, but again, the former government, we they blame them 85% of the particular boss here, may people them where we display to now. If you not remember, them boss here, they tell them where they come. Now they tell where by Lego been there, now that ministry, now in go buy them boss there with that big belly where we also they go them beat if man all let. He go buy them boss here, he bring them, he come, he sit on a radio station, he tell we say that they can't open garage for them boss here, he tell we say that they bring patch them for them boss there. Forgive our man back power, me people, they not find no. We pursue our pass mark, una no left for the give them power. With in war face, when people are gongoli, he come and talk big talk there now, shall be if I pass by leg, we not come by face. He come and talk big talk them, me people them. Always he talk, he not able to do them. Now them boss can pack, but what he make with the talk, but the present government now, this boss them where with the display so now with the taxpayers' money. Because even themselves for they don't see on power, so the boss them, the motocar where they can go by na other man county, now the same what motocar like this. The only difference when before they reach there, because when they go for go buy motocar, you go not inform first the businessman say and they come for come buy so type of motocar them. Waiting the businessman they do now, then they take the old motocar, go in a garage, go maintenance them, then make sure they wash the engine there, or they get a spray. Then change one or two parts. When we they come on we had, we go see the pictures them, or we come we see them motocar, we see a new motocar them. Waiting what they do now for make we pay money. When we say they don't pay money, me people, then they the procurement officers, then they better. Now they the gently. Waiting they do. When they go buy this motocar, now example, 1,000 leons. When they can't tell you, they can't tell you say don't buy this motocar, 10,000 leons. The 9,000 leons they go now them pocket. The procurement officers them now then get that money they. So now it make
this not procurement no more. This now they all they collaborate. The minister, the procurement, the finance, they all they put on together for team.
Not the team.
And but then be say because inside the talk where like Balegu be the talk, he say them boss there so the garage where they for carry the spare parts where they for carry they part of the money. Now then they use per week.
Now it make I tell you say we need for open eyes them. When person war per smack, una make you left for the getting power. Because they take Kefiba them face. Most of them.
So because look at them thing they are right now. People in the suffer serious one for transport. We buy 100 of them things there so we carry them. Say for can reduce transportation wahala. But it just tell like for say they don't can intensify the transportation problem in the country. Plenty of them boss there. Okay, 57 don't go team up, then don't rotting. Almost don't left. The balance 43 way left. In order na street it means that they don't convert the rights now. They don't turn private property. Somebody catch me before this video come out.
Of course.
But I will try for investigate or see what they happen. The unfortunate say when you go on the inside and they people they not agree for let you go and get the actual information at times. So now that make we not be able. But this video be don't come out about 1 to 2 weeks ago, where we be still try for see waiting and other things them in Boku. But because this other transportation while still pop up, now make we say we decide for going to this. But then government in, government out, I think say this government back get responsibility. Plenty people we see some people and they inside we are then to go buy body like them body they are so right now. Then buy body, then buy engine, then buy tire, then they make one motoka where they run on street. Why we government not able for do something like that one day? Instead, then the way where they all don't go na corner, then say then they go procure for buy other motoka. The procurement just know they will just send Bible and say yeah this money can go buy. Then add for you instead of them forgive 15,000, they add for you 45,000. Then they give small thing back. Then say na yo the balance you put her inside the accounts. Now the game done the reggae. So now the reason this way make government in, government out, they always get this word say and a government property. Because they know say now only way government property well quick, then procurement, then minister, then heads of departments, then permanent secretary, now that telling that they get extra money from them procurement and the way that they can do. Because just watch, if chief minister Fatima Bio, then they buy chair, table, inside the same things then and they buy them every year, nothing will do them. Nothing will do them, but they buy them every year and they change your office them. Sometimes inside the year then they pay for the same thing 2 times. Why they not for the pray God for the things then they well? Why? Now this boss here, the last government Balegu, they misbehave better one for this. They really misbehave for this. But in as much as they misbehave, they don't let the boss them. But this government will get another responsibility for handle their boss their back. In as much as now then they buy them, but now they earn it on day. But still now they think this so the panel go answer the thing and they run fine. So anyway we lead them, you know they put money per go pack them. Anyway we lead them, go pack them. They want them back way once. In fact, not to thief man they can thief them parts and they. Now the one then safe one where they go pack them. Now then they come back and bring buyer, can buy them things then they then go to them.
Now the same government man they will put before. Now the same people and they do them here. Not to say me and you not get mine. You not get that trust this for near them or to carry the outside them pack. you know,
But
and they get
some
places them.
Some man get mind.
Me brother, this na special case.
Well, the special case one, the special big thief man, then where they wear coat and tie.
A special case. And then if you dey talk of this government no go on for drive them to then them boss they are for make people that see and still saying that the motocar them we APC left we then grab. If them people there make sure for pull almost 90% of government workers them and can't put them in them. Now motocar them go left, not it. If they go away for bond, they say go bond, but no do make we not see the naked one that kind with it. But then people are not want for even church anything where APC left. Now one great thing a shame for them because they come and condemn this particular thing, but now in that they use. During the time where they made the campaign, they condemned every case. They not see the meaning of APC spend money on road, and they wrote them. Na pothole Teto Emergency will be the sing will be pissing a genuine singer now we had. We not be no a politician, he come and sing about the road them, he come and sing about light. But I really they shame what this government shamelessly they use their road where they be seen a pothole, conveniently they go up and down. Then now we say that they can't make for we tile streets them, nothing we're not able to see it. So the issue of saying you really know see they not go want for drive the motocar for make people see that the motocar way they pass the regime left. They not go do me brother. No, actually pardon this.
And that too. Jump a man to na John Rest. Then if you say na the last government and they do with the people them, then Johnny suffer we every day. But where election car ready for can dance. Water not in hospital. The lights not there. It's not there for it, but where election come, we dey still dance. We na dance we leko, the dancing plate and spoon. APC
dance club.
Yes, APC dances, FPP dance. The plate dance, even though nothing not inside the plate and the spoon. You know, nothing not inside the plate for let the spoon take her, but still, we election car with the dancing plate and spoon. No bad. Yeah, if you new na this channel, want for say welcome. We hope you go enjoy and stay with we. Don't forget for subscribe and then you turn on the notification bell, okay? And as well, you and I, we all family member them. Love for una, yeah? Mwah. But one thing we una always for the try for Giwi, we are still una really don't do well today, now for hit the like button. And we get special posting where they always advise people and for the like and share. Thank you very much. You don't share. Na Facebook, na YouTube, we say thank you very much, like and comment. That we issue of the audit service, a big pass waiting una the imagine. So I want for beg, dear, let we just beg for take we leave. And then we will come and address that particular issue day on Monday by the grace of God, okay? So we go able for go inside the Kabas Lodge and the Kotoku, if not so they call it, they are not laugh me. So we go able for discuss and better one, okay? So one more thing, one for tell you plenty. Thank you. We don't take your time for bear with we. And we tell thank you to the one that as well we come and can be guest today in our program and do this program on this Khadija issue. We bless and thank the God, you know, we make we able for see this wonderful day. And thank you very much for you always done the support we. Okay? We get boku love for you.
To be honest enough, my brother, today I was impressed. I was really impressed on the like button. But I tell you yesterday, say, I don't feel say today we inform with people and because it will be part of their culture now as you open the channel. So the first thing is, pap, you press them. So today we really don't see improvement and we tell una plenty thank you. That's all for just show say una appreciate we and una deal with we. Like how we deal with una. Well, we serve the justice tell una sorry for the audits who tell una, but Monday we dey bring her tomorrow. Una know we not able to bring any other topic. The only thing we'll get tomorrow is tell me by you they watch me. The program.
Yeah.
We me and you the rabala together. Winner blow you mind. Well, I think say na the program down there where you get way for call we, you talk with it now you at way it very important for me and you inside we had. And before I grab here, I go look for tell me people them do ya una make we not tire for cry for Mohammed Kama Rimba Mansare as a family always they cry in this channel, say, make we help for advocate for let this man able get in freedom. If even a bill and bill they attend the court until the court find them guilty or not guilty, but make it in do because in family they miss some better one. Well, me na Bible Yakably until we meet again tomorrow. Now the biggest program where you get away for call me on video, audio. I love you now. God bless we. Until we meet tomorrow.
Me, Nasembe, one love for we all. Bye.
We. Now waiting at the hearing so all them political fighting so backbiting. Waiting at the hearing so say the opposition guys them still they pan fighting. But una left the power and the mammy let them walk. Pulling down syndrome left the provoke. That lunge breach that is so they want me. We don't know if they eat national cake. But I hear you say the ground dry. Opposition still they cry say the pan no they try. Yes. The party picking grumble. Say the board no they fly na cabal business they apply. Salon kind of trouble. Quarantine no get supply, how the people will comply. I hear you say we tax therefore go up. Fuel price, dollar price, self therefore go up. I hear you say that shit we don't go back. If you not take 10 black, how to therefore go back. You say salon therefore better. Paupa, man still they eat better. I hear you say anti-corruption they woko. Fit on me yourself, say self they woko. I hear you say the pub we don't travel. Say well body business, we no level.
Waiting at the hearing so Banatu. This at the hearing but with mama salon na too. Wait till you think ba
Na true. One lie no dey dey.
Wait till you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no dey dey.
Tell me where you think ba
Na true. One lie no dey dey.
I say where you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no dey dey. I hear you say we country kinda cracky. We human rights shake. Civil society banky denky. I hear you say them police get package. When the money in I get that from the leakage. I hear you say we can't save the line now. All cow getting tag, everything getting price now. I hear you say na so and yampi now we police. Why politics and two for them malice. Yeah like but I left me walk the long now. Free money they eat per mount. Cause we was getting results are for sale now. Standards, everything, it don't well now. Who say then go lady lunge bridge? Who say we go better tribalism than the teach? Baby justice na court, poor man not able reach. I think unity and love, na in we for preach.
Waiting at the hearing so Banatu. This at the hearing but with mama salon na too. Wait till you think ba
Na true. One lie no dey dey.
Wait till you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no dey dey.
Tell me where you think ba
Na true. One lie no dey dey.
I say where you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no dey dey.
All my one chop, all my one chop, all my one chop, all my one chop. National cake, national cake. Small, there we eat that small. Not so close to the soapbox, eh. Small, there we eat that small. Not so close to the soapbox. Paupa, Solombo, una left for the costumbolo. Paupa, Solombo, una left for the costumbolo.
Waiting at the hearing so Banatu. This at the hearing but with mama salon na too. Wait till you think ba
Na true. One lie no dey dey.
Wait till you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no dey dey.
Tell me where you think ba
Na true. One lie no dey dey.
I say where you think ba
Na lie. 1 2 2 no dey dey.
I hear you then say that free education rest